that this is also an example of a rip-on, rip-off methodology that would have been applied here. So you need quick access to the drugs to remove it, and obviously to get it away from the container as soon as possible.
And at paragraph 43, you then mentioned that it was wrapped in black and yellow plastic with TikTok and Jaguar logos. If we can show photo 4 and 5. Just zoom in a bit.
That is correct, Commissioners. As I've testified earlier, this is a clear example where you can see the fingerprint or the identity of the supplier with the different logos fixed to the bricks of cocaine. Obviously wrapped with multiple layers of wrapping to protect the contents of the brick.
And there you see the TikTok and the Jaguar.
That's correct. It's clearly visible, Commissioners.
Thank you, General. You may continue from there. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. General, presumably the law enforcement is able to identify or has identified who is Jaguar, who is TikTok, who does that W footprint or fingerprint belong to in terms of the owners of these drugs.
Commissioners, this is part of the evidence that I would prefer not to delve too deep into, because this is transnational smuggling of narcotics in nature, and this goes back to the origin of the cocaine that's being smuggled into South Africa. So I would prefer, with your permission, not to go too deep into that, because that forms part of bigger, yes, obviously transnational investigations that are continuing.
I wasn't asking you to name them. I just wanted to find out the principle that law enforcement is able to put their fingerprint to a particular group.
Indeed, Commissioner, indeed, that's true.
Thank you, General. Paragraph 44.